Hi everyone, Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and today Apple announced some new accessibility features coming in iOS 19. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a majority of features you need to know. I might not get every single feature, but that's what I'm going to try to do in this video. Now, the first feature in iOS 19 that we will be able to know about is in the App Store. If you go into a specific app and you go to where it says data link to you, you will be able to see accessibility features that is in that specific app. So that's a new feature in iOS 19 that we will see. There's also going to be an update to Apple CarPlay. So how we go to settings, so go to display and brightness, and we go to text size, if it's here. In iOS 19, in Apple CarPlay, we're going to be able to have much larger text in Apple CarPlay. Now, if you have sound recognition, let me add it to my control center here. Although I'm not going to play any of the sounds, or I don't think it has any sound, but let me go to find sound recognition here. So if you enable, or that's Shazam, if you have sound recognition in iOS 19, you will be able to use it in Apple CarPlay, and it could recognize things such as horns or crying babies or other things, which is a nice new update in iOS 19. Also in iOS 19, if you have vehicle motion cues, let's say you turn on vehicle motion cues, you will be able to customize this in iOS 19. So this is for if you have vehicle motion sickness, you can use this feature. I never really use it, as I don't really need it, but if you do use it, you are able to customize it. You will be able to customize it in iOS 19. And it's also coming to the MacBook as well. Now, if you use background sounds, and I'm not referring to the ambient music that was released in iOS 18.4, the background sounds, which is something that's been on the iPhone for a while, they are now getting an EQ settings update in iOS 19 as well. And there's also some other features. And you can also customize your background sounds to have them in the Shortcuts app as well in iOS 19. Music haptics is getting an update. If you use music haptics, you will be able to adjust the vibration tone of the different music here. There's some other features. Voice control, which is a feature in accessibility. Let's see if I can find it here. Voice control is getting more language support in iOS 19 as well. There's also going to be a new feature in Magnifier called Accessibility Reader. So if you have like a document, you can see I'm currently looking at some of the features I wrote, which synced across from my iPhone. And this is the Craft app. It's a third-party note-taking app that I've downloaded a couple of years ago. If I wanted to scan this, I would be able to do that in iOS 19, and it would be able to read it to you, which is a great new feature in iOS 19. Personal voice gets some updates as well, where you only have to set up at least 10 phrases instead of a lot more that you had to set up, which is also nice in iOS. There will be a new Apple TV app if you have assistive access set up, which was a feature in iOS 17, one of the accessibility features, but there is an update where you will now have a TV app in iOS 19 within that accessibility feature. It essentially turns your iPhone into sort of a display with super large icons and makes things more easier. There will also be another feature where you will be able to take notes from your iPhone, iPad, or Apple Vision Pro if you have the Braille keyboard enabled. Live captions is getting new language support in iOS 19 as well. And if you have an Apple Watch with watchOS 12, you can use the microphone from your Apple Watch to stream sounds into your AirPods. I don't know 100% if this is an accessibility feature, but it's also something that Apple announced. And you can do the exact same thing from your iPhone as well. And also the magnifier app is coming to macOS 16 as well. If there was any features that I missed, comment down below, as it's at least 19 to 20 new accessibility features. And if I did miss some of them, I will do research and cover them in other videos. And maybe I will even have a live stream. But those are some of the accessibility features that Apple announced in iOS 19. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Mr. Hawkins with Hawkins Tech, and I'll see you guys later.